Hi, my name is Jody Salvo, and I thank you for joining us for Hope Sunday this year. This year's area focus is going to be around the marijuana issue. Here in the state of Ohio, we have two things going on right now. We have expansion efforts for Ohio's medical marijuana program, which is currently in our legislature, and we also have a pending ballot initiative that will most likely launch in the spring of 2023 and be on the November 2023 ballot. What we'd like to do is really provide education and awareness to our faith community around this issue. It's a complicated issue, and I would say most people, unless they're researching and following it, really do not understand the issue.
I was young. I was in high school. I think I was around 15, 16. And, it was just something that I was curious about. I just wanted to experiment with. Ended up getting high the first time. It was a weird experience for me. But it started out very, experimental, here and there. I had good parents. The thing of it is it started out as something that I thought was just for fun. Just like, everything else, every other addiction starts out, you think you're doing it for fun, and then it kind of just eventually just cascades from there.
We know that states that have recreationally legalized, they've had a higher youth usage rate, higher than the national average. Marijuana has been changing over time. So if you're my age and you think about marijuana, you're probably thinking about a smoke joint. And again, that THC, that's what gets you high. That percentage was very low in the past. And since about 2010, we've really seen potency increase. And with legalization, we've really seen it increase.
And it's not the type of marijuana that perhaps we think of rolling it up and smoking it as a joint. It's very sleek, it's very modern, it's very attractive. It's something like this. What's even more disturbing is that our young people are getting connected to distributors, unknown, anonymous distributors, through social media platforms. That's what I'm seeing. Through Instagram, Snapchat, most of it's through Snapchat that I'm aware of. And our young people are meeting up with these people that they don't even know.
So when our young people are then becoming addicted to nicotine and they need to purchase it, often they're getting it from someone that's older that might have the availability of a nicotine device and a marijuana device. So we're seeing young people initiate at a much younger age.
We've seen a lot of kids in 7th and 8th grade using these substances, and they continue to use these substances throughout their high school, and it progressively gets worse and worse. Kids have easy access to these substances through social media, friends, and family.
I don't think it would take many of us to look back and see what happened with the tobacco industry. They advertised. They said it was all natural, it's healthy, they had wonderful advertisements, and it really made the general population think that smoking is okay. And then when we look back and what we see is we've had generations that became addicted to that product.
When people talk about the impact of marijuana and what kind of impact it has now and will have in the future, it has the same impact as every other drug. It destroys families. It changes people. I'm not trying to say that marijuana has the same lethality effect as every other drug, but one of the things we've noticed, and has been said to me repeatedly by people we have in the jail, is that these people, not everybody that uses marijuana obviously goes on to harder drugs, but just about everybody that's on hard drugs started with marijuana. Honestly, it feels like we're battling big tobacco again. Big tobacco loved to talk about how, it wasn't harmful and it wasn't addictive, and we found out later that it was just a giant lie, and it was not only addictive, but it was intentionally addictive, and the marijuana industry is going down that same path.
Lately, we've seen people testing positive for marijuana that also includes fentanyl, and that is scary, and that can kill people, and it seems to shock the defendants as well. We recently had somebody in court who picked up a CBD oil in a local store and tested positive for THC. And so people don't really know what they're getting, and it can create some serious problems.
Thank you for participating in this year's Hope Sunday. It is our hope that you will learn more about this issue. It's important to understand that Ohio's current medical marijuana program is sufficient to meet the needs of people that might want to explore marijuana as medicine here in Ohio. It's important to understand with marijuana legalization for recreational use, it has the potential to change our communities. It is important that we prioritize this issue. It's important that we learn more about it, and it's important that we have conversations around this issue. We ask that you pray for our children and our young people, that they can make healthy decisions, that they can resist peer pressure, and that they're not deceived by the messages that they hear from the cannabis industry. And as a faith community, it is important that we're a sound mind, that we're able to make healthy decisions and choices, and we want people to live free of addiction and bondage. So it is important that we understand this issue and that we take action on this issue, and that we pray for community issues like this that really do affect our communities.